YouTubered it. For those of you on YouTube, hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 17 Semifinals. Don't worry, we got all the technical difficulties out of the way in the first game. Sadly, between the last game and this one, La unfortunately had some deck collectors visit him, and so he disappeared. And now we have Otto von Bismarck. Hello, Otto. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And of course, we still have the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, hello.
And last time, the Beefs kind of choked. Let's see what happens this time.
You have to have a lead to choke. I don't know. I feel like they kind of just got wrecked.
Well, I mean, I guess choke was the wrong way to put it. The real way to put it is they just made a bunch of mistakes, perhaps panicking. Just did a lot of things wrong. Let's see what happens this time. Hopefully they just lose game 2 in a total wallop, so this turns into the Tallballz Team Flame Festival. That would be fun. Banning out the Mars. I would say it's an interesting ban, but I have a funny feeling that Pop's off-lane games are probably about 60% Mars by volume, because there's a lot of guys in the LD2L community who learned how to play Mars when everyone was picking him, and that's kind of their guy. Banning out the Naga. Oh, poor Ark.
He doesn't actually play that much Mars.
Oh, there we go. Never mind then.
He plays a lot of Night Stalker, Timbersaw.
Yeah, so he is like a fake Vex. Witch Doctor coming in here. Hoodwink following it up. This time the beasts are going to be Shunald Sabahod's done. Otto, did you know that Arcatudis actually has a Naga Siren body pillow?
10
No.
seconds remaining.
Well, today you found something out. Shouts to us, Danny G, who has joined us in chat. And shoutouts to Learn whoever that is. Maybe that's that guy who played on Gotham's team that one season. Bloodseeker ban. Razor ban? Wow. That guy is like... Last time Dusty ran that hero, it didn't do anything and they lost. Feel like you probably wouldn't turn Otto up. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Whatever you say, I am Swiggy, who I don't know who you are. I guess you're Swiggy. That would make sense. Otto has been turned up just for you.
There's no Omni-Night ban. They should probably just second phase it for Dusty.
Second phase what?
Omni-Night.
Oh, there you go. I mean, hey, if he wants to do that secret Omni-Night... What if this was the biggest ruse in the whole world, and Dusty just started telling everybody about his epic Omni-Night tech just to not pick it? It was like the big plan to get Omni-Night banned or get them thinking he was going to pick it. And then he's just going to run Brute or something. 3,000 IQ plays. Who is Swiggy? Do we know anybody named Swiggy? I'm sure we probably do under a different name.
Dire team pick.
If you wanted Otto to be turned up, might be Matty Boy or something. Copless is asking US Danny if he saw the best off-lane performance that happened on his team this season. That's Super Flame. This is a very early Dragon Knight. I have some reservations about that.
I don't like the Dragon Knight.
5 seconds remaining.
Not this early.
No. I mean, you're already picking Dragon Knight into a bit of an unfortunate game because he suffers really bad into Witch Doctor. It's just one of those guys who just really hates the Death Ward, and yeah, he's got a stun for it, but also, you've only got one stun as your hero, right? If it's you and it's Witch Doctor and that thing's on cooldown, he just kind of kills you in the space of it. Or God forbid, if you're just stun locked by Cask. You know, if you're maledicted. It's just one of these guys where he has to get BKB early, has to have him constantly on his mind. It's already a little rough. And God knows what's coming out next. Well, one of them is Centaur, we know that much. There has never really been a bad Centaur game explicitly. I mean, Lifestealer kind of makes it suck, but rarely is there an explicitly bad Centaur game. Rarely is there an explicitly good Centaur game. He's one of those guys where most of the time he's going to be firmly right in the middle. So far, it kind of looks like it. The break can be kind of annoying for him, but, you know,
Radiant team pick.
mostly it's going to be here for Blink Stun anyway. Let's not kid ourselves. And there's a Mirana. Hollywood somehow went the entire season without picking that hero.
Oh,
I'll,
Dark Ace is gonna
put,
make it.
I'll put an early prediction in and say the team with Marana is gonna lose.
LD12 Finals Game 3? Dark Ace is playing Mirana? Some game in LD12 Finals. I don't know.
5
I know he
seconds
played
remaining.
Mirana in one of the games, so we're throwing back to that.
Okay, so I Am Swiggy is talking about Howler in chat. Now I don't know what to think. Shown Hood farms for 30, then pops. True. Doughboy talking about Mr. Darwin. Yeah, as I understand it, Charles Darwin, that guy in the LD2L server, does not appear to actually be Howler. He appears to just be some weird guy who's also pretty trolly. Jug Kiro. Danny, I'm not turning myself down. Jug Kiro coming out here. Kiro, another kind of all games he's good pick.
10 seconds
Juggernaut, not so
remaining.
much. A little scary picking Juggernaut into one hero that he's a little bad into, and 2 cores you don't know what the hell they are yet. Feel like it's pretty scary to pick Jug without knowing the Boslam matchup. Oh, people unironically want it? Well, turning myself down 10% would probably not be good, because then I would probably get an audible when things got crazy, but... just for
I
you
think
guys.
the Star team should just pick up the PA.
Our
This is the
team
game
should pick
for
up the PA. Yeah, PA is still pretty trash baggy, but at least is better than last
It's
patch.
pretty popping. It's in the right matchup.
They're picking up the Viper instead. Outside of the Hoodwink, it's definitely not a bad pick here. There's 2 heroes I kind of don't want to see.
kind of just falls over to a Jug Omni Slash. Doesn't really do much.
On one hand,
'Cause
that's
he's not gonna
true.
be
On the other
laying
hand,
aside with these.
the
5 seconds
Viper
remaining.
can easily just, like, buy items to offload that. I mean, most notably, you can just pick up a Hurricane Pike and Hurricane over to your best buddy in the whole world, Centaur Warrunner. If the Omni Slash in its entirety doesn't get you, then Jug is pretty miserable under the guy, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure if your Viper struck before the Omni Slash happens, you don't crit during it, which is sad.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But mostly he dumpsters this DK. I mean, DK just absolutely hates to see this guy, in any case. To the point where it's almost like, if the pause 1 matchup for Jug is bad, all you really care about with the Viper in the fights is that he gets to ult DK before he goes down. Because that, like, he gets to ult DK and put slow attack juice on the floor before he goes down. Because, like, even if the guy gets shredded otherwise. And, I mean, I guess, you know, with the Hoodwink break, he could be. With the Omni Slash, he could be. It's big things to drop on him.
5 seconds remaining.
But, turn my stream alerts up? Yeah, I'll make sure to do that real quick for you. Just hold on. But if the pause 1 matchup is good enough, it really is just like, he just ults the DK, and even if he just immediately dies after, I don't think he's too sad.
Dire team ban. Dire team pick.
Who's a stand-in for Blue Jay? We were trying to figure that out earlier. It's some guy named Gremlin. I think it might be Guy Stinley, but I'm not really sure.
Spectre Gaming for Coffee Cat.
10 seconds remaining.
There is no Spectre ban. Spectre Gaming for Coffee Cap? What do you mean? Where's Jug going then?
Coffee,
Hey,
yeah, coffee's on that joke.
Otto's here. Come on. I don't know. I guess.
That's one of his heroes. He has 3 heroes, and one of them is Jug.
Damn.
That's not very nice.
And what do you mean? That's what he told us last season. Just get 3 heroes.
It's true.
The Seeker, Jug, and I can't remember who the
Spectre.
third one was. Was it Spectre?
It was probably Spectre. He's been earning a lot this season, notably. I think he's had a few okay games with some of the other heroes. We've seen him play Luna, too. Well, to mixed success, but in fairness, sometimes he counterpicks himself with it. He's played Luna to mixed success. He's played, Tallballz is calling Joel Earth Spirit here. That would be funny. Oh my god, Waygu base.
Team pick.
Lifestealer again? Oh, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, my friend. Outside of being able to beat the DK, this really isn't any better of a Lifestealer game than the last
10
one was.
seconds remaining.
That is so awkward. I guess, in fairness, like 90% of his
5
pool is
seconds
banned, but
remaining.
mamma mia. Oh
And
no.
they just need to pick a ranged hero mid for Joe now.
Or Earth Spirit.
Or Earth Spirit, yeah.
Oh, this is so worrying.
I mean, I don't know if he plays it, but Winter Wyvern might not be too bad.
Let's see what he goes. Doom?
Choose your
What the
hero.
fuck?
DK
What?
mid. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's not too
DK mid, right?
surprising. Doesn't mean he's going to be playing DK mid into the Viper, which is pretty scary.
That's toxic.
5 seconds remaining.
My Viper feeds drug later in the game, so.
Yeah, the
What did
thing
you say about Viper Jug?
the thing I was saying earlier about the about this situation is that, like, even if Viper eats the whole Omni Slash, as long as he ults Joel, it's fine. But problem, now your Pazlon matchup is like okay at best. Like, I don't really particularly favor the Lifestealer and the Jug, and they're just running the Doom again. Like, I don't know. This draft started out looking like okay. Oh man, that guy asking for troll when it's banned said. This draft started out looking okay with the Beast, but this Lifestealer looks like it's going to be an anchor again. Again, they're just playing like... They're playing not to their strengths here. They're playing away from what they're good with. Which is pretty rough. That guy really is convinced it's going to be Jug mid for some reason. I feel like that was a very unlikely possibility compared to DK or another pick.
Like, they're honoring Otto, okay.
So he was calling for Razor, which, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad.
I think I'll stick with my early prediction that the team with the Marana is gonna lose.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you on that front. The Lifestealer, it's so sad. It's like, again, I guess like 90% of his pool was banned out here. It might have been worth it to pick out the PA in the round before, even if it is a little scary. But like, look at it go. I don't know. I don't know about this one. This guy, this hero, this sucks. Oh boy. I don't even think he's just that good as a hero. I mean, he's not bad, but he feels like, you know, he's the 48% kind of guy in my head, you know what I mean? This Lifestealer hero.
How do I mute you in game?
Go to your settings and audio and mute co-broadcasters.
You fought and died with honor.
And make sure you're using your button like you're doing VC in-game to speak on the replay.
Come, Sagan.
Which is always nice.
We ride to battle.
Oh, poor Dios.
I gambled. You lost.
But just my party push to talk you.
Yeah, just like you would be yelling at your, No, it's not your party, it's your team. Just like you're yelling at
yelling at
people in
your
pubs.
randoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone tips Lifestealer. Everyone tips Lifestealer. What did he do? I wish I got shards. The answer is 2 for 2 on the runes, and nothing terribly interesting thus far. I mean, if there is one silver lining in this cloud, it's like, this never stopped being a pretty good Centaur Warrunner game. I don't think this guy wins you the game solo, but hey, you know, has a lot of impact. The Jug is, you know, the Viper's still going to have a decent amount of time until the Jug is that scary to him, so, you know, there's also that, but... Oh, this Lifestealer, it makes me cry. If it was just a better P1 on this lineup, I feel like we'd be living in a very different world here from where we sit. Just, you know, you run it, it doesn't work, then you run it into almost the same situation. At least he has the Witch Doctor this time, I guess. So, you know, there's that.
Is it a grief to level Scorched Earth level 1 on Doom?
That's what everyone's
Surely you
doing
take
now. It's like, I think it's the Torta Delaney right now, is what everyone's doing. It's, got buffed,
Maybe
not
I'm
the
greedy.
last update.
I don't know. It's gotta be Doom. It's gotta be Devour level 1.
Yeah, I do generally prefer, like, unless you're really gonna, like, you're not gonna bully the Lifestealer, right? You're not gonna win a war of attrition that way. Surely it's better to just go for the Devour one. I mean, at the very least, get yourself a nice creep skill or something, but they have this camp blocked out to make that a little harder. Like, even if you want to be funny Harassman Johnson, just, like, eat one of the little ice ghosts that has that stupid slow debuff, right? Like, I don't know. It's what people are doing now. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's what they're doing.
And now that he's skilled at Devour, he should probably use it.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of,
hey, he's getting the last hits. There's that. He's got it, like, highlighted, so he's not gonna... he doesn't want any skills. Witch Doctor throws a blood grenade and nothing and gets tipped for it. Jug. Actually pretty low here in the offlane. May... Oh, the arrow. Oh, the arrow. Oh, just barely whiffing. Slightly unfortunate. That the arrow lands, he is for sure dead. But unfortunate, at least you have a hero with a nice stun for Mirana. So there's that. I don't know if necessarily Dark Ace needs it that much, but hey. It's a nice little safety net. I mean, G-Rav is not really clicking this DK very much, it feels like. Oh no, that range creep. Not really clicking this DK all that much, it feels like. Oh, there we go. The second I say that, he starts doing it. Yeah, it's like, this is kind of what I'm talking about with this matchup. Like, actually, DK might die.
I don't think so. He should be fine.
Okay, Shone dies in another lane. We missed first blood watching this. Very sad. DK's like, somebody please? Nope, fights are happening in both other lanes while this is happening, so. First blood up here. Gonna take a look away from this, which is, you know, usually when the actual kill comes in. First blood, which I stubbornly missed to make sure that DK was either going to die or not going to die. As supports trade here in the top lane. And Devour is on cooldown, so he has actually used it. So that's nice.
He's got the Veil queued up again. I just don't think it's good. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good item. I'm doomed.
Well, last game he super balled, so you know. What worked, right?
My Lifestealer is buying Radiance again.
I mean, hey, he might actually win the lane this time and not die 15 times afterwards, so maybe he gets it before 25, you know? Oh my god, I look away from this lane for 1 second to look at the Lifestealer because he said that. I would have seen that kill if you didn't make me look at Lifestealer, you know? Blame Randy. Anything that happens, blame Randy. Arrow? Misses. Damn, Dark Ace.
Unfortunate.
Then he gets tipped. You hate to see it.
I think we can pretend that never happened.
At least he can pretend it never happened. Giraffe playing very conservatively in this lane. I don't know.
I mean,
He's
the
rain clarity's on.
DK's got parity for last hit, so
Yeah.
even more denies.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Giraffe is like kind of in a lose-lose situation here that he's created for himself. Like, he's played so carefully, presumably trying not to give DK a spill or like waste his mana fruitlessly, that he's kind of gotten one moment where he was chasing him down and trying to get rid of him, and I spent the rest of this game just watching his mana pool, thinking a lot about it. He gets his clarity, he pops it, and he loses it in a half a second. I don't know. Bit unfortunate. Jug and the Centaur going at it a bot. Dark Ace stalking around over here. Probably just here to secure the room, but I get something interesting. Like, if you want to know exactly how passively Viper's been playing in this lane, DK beat him to 6 by like a really big margin, actually. At least he gets the Arcane right here. Immediately pops it. She's gonna regret when he dies, it doesn't have when he comes back up. Or when he gets the kill here, actually, courtesy of Mr. Dark Ace, as kills are happening, by the way, literally all over the map. All 3 lanes get a kill in the span of less than a minute. We need multicam like TI.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
And Doom eats the catapult. Has abstained from eating any of the jungle creeps he could
He
get.
doesn't have any camps to eat though, because they're all blocked.
Yeah, the
He
main
needs
camp that he
another
could
level
have.
in the Devour.
Yep, the main
If
camp
wants
that
to
he
eat
could
the creep over
have
there.
is blocked off. He's going all in on his W, which again, I feel like might be a little bit of a grief against Lifesteal. Like you're not beating Lifestealer in lane by having good trades with him, right? Like that's not how you do that. You beat Lifestealer in lane by either killing him or forcing him away from the creep wave, and very small long-term DOTs are not going to scare that guy, sorry to say. Kiro sneaking around back here by the Lotus pool, kind of in an awkward little flank position. Dark Ace looking a little dead. Ooh, Fairy Fire or Lotus, it's hard to tell. I wish they would make those different. At the last possible second is going to keep her alive, and Centaur is going to get a courier with a bunch of slag on it that Jakiro is bringing out, and I say that in the original meaning of the term slag, not the newfangled version. Centaur gets the kill, but may go down in kind. Nope.
Well, unfortunate.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, as a wise man once said. Here comes the Omni Slash, it hits the creep waves, and yeah.
He's anyway,
now he does.
Just need the healing ward.
My brother in Christ.
Otto, I got a question for you.
Dire's middle tower is under
Sheep.
attack.
Ever wonder what death was like?
No?
Well, it was a little like what just happened to Jug down there, apparently. Jeez, this is the most bloody game in Dota history. Everyone's dying everywhere. This is a massacre. I start looking at these lanes, and then a support dies in the middle of the jungle, and Viper is now solo bot with no friends but somebody's courier who's being moved through here. It's Centaur moving to the secret shop for the other side of a Vanguard, which is pretty good this game, so... They are gonna try and massacre old Joel here. And yeah, he's just cleanly gonna go down to the 3 and under club.
Yeah, he
Look at
gets
the network
left.
chart. Viper, actually, even though Viper was pretty passive in his lane, the kill in the Juggernaut and the amount of time he's had to just take creeps on his own has put him in first place. Jug in a close second. Everybody else following shortly behind, except the Doom, who is notably pretty low right now.
Is under attack.
At least he has a passive now, nothing else. Coffee Cat falls down again. You're being very aggressive with this 3 and under club, just rotating the Centaur, Witch Doctor, and Mirana to various places and just having them kill people. Jack is running for his miserable life and is going to actually get away with it as well. Doom gets the phase boots to become Zoom.
Dire's middle tower.
So interrupts his Veil for a minute to get that done. As Viper drops his formerly break goo, now slow your attack speed down goo in the middle of nowhere for no reason. Just to get the crappy little small camp, I guess. Kiro does not want this T1 to die yet, and drops the macro right on it. Nice Stealer, and not looking so good once again.
Are scanning.
Still a better game than the last game. Up scans out the DK there. Still a better game for him than the last game was, but not by very much.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shone takes out the Sentry Ward.
Dire's top
Giraffe
tower
notices
is
and
under attack.
immediately accuses him of having vision, an allegation that I'm sure Shone will be quick to deny. Otto, can you do me a favor and check chat for me? Randy never wants to.
And do what, sorry?
It's too late. I'm looking at chat now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
There's
was,
not much happening there.
Yeah. Quieted down quite a bit after the rambunctious first game. Everybody is watching on the edge of their seat, presumably. That or Copless turned out when he heard my impression. Also potentially true. Centaur, poor Centaur does so much work on this wave and then has to watch Fly Stealer eat it.
Radiant's
Four
bottom
guys
tower is
here,
under attack.
bot T1. They're missing Viper, who is a very large part of their damage. So in a way, this is kind of a bluff. If Radiant responds to this, there's not really much of a hope they actually win this fight, unless they come in with too small of numbers. Or over too long a period of time. Jakiro falls first, Centaur gets assassinated, the
Dire's
Ronald
middle tower
follows. They are going in on the Life Stealer. My Centaur Warrunner has no ult. Not Centaur Warrunner, my Witch Doctor has no ult. This is very rough.
And more importantly, they have no vision.
Yeah, they also don't have any vision down here, but I'm just looking at that like, oh man, that could have been a great opportunity for a cool Death Ward, and he doesn't even have it. My Stealer is kind of acting like he's not really sure what he wants to do right now. Centaur wants to initiate and get gone on by everybody and mostly die. Viper comes in with a Viper Strike on old Doom, who is unlikely to die. He used the creep heal on himself. He's still running for his life, though. But, no blink on the Centaur and a long cooldown on the arrow. It is unlikely anything more happens here.
Aggressively positioning to take this through one here.
Yep. Good disengage on the part of the Radiant. My Witch Doctor is still not level 6. This guy desperately needs to get it as soon as possible. I feel like you have half a hero if you don't have Death Ward with this guy. He's going to sit here and get a wave all to himself, so that should put him over the limit. Kiro looking for Doom in the jungle.
I'll take that.
No, he is still... Somebody walked up to him, so he's still not quite there yet. Viper goes for round 2 on the Doom. This time he wins. Hooray! And then Dusty pings him. Well, you guys know this is where the Viper is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because he kind of fucking got me there, didn't he?
Are fortified.
That's what he says. That's how he really talks. Can you believe there are people that really talk like that, Otto?
Tower is under attack.
Guess he can.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I believe it.
Too offended. Just too offended.
The Juggernaut needs to start buying some clarities. This guy is not turning up the fires, he's never has any mana.
Radiant
And now everybody's running at him. But sadly for Centaur, the stun just completely whiffed there, which is a real shame for the Dire, actually, because they probably kill him if it does.
What they could have done with this is a
Okay.
ranged hero that can stun for up to 3.4 seconds.
That's
But-
true. They do have a maximum stun of up to 3.4 seconds, but sadly that one missed.
Stupid.
Brave.
I
but
don't think I've
stupid.
seen one hit yet. Apart from the point blank one on Joel at the mid lane.
Dark Ace slander in chat.
I think Mirana's a terrible hero.
Marana slander in chat. Oh, now you're gonna piss off Kitty.
That's fine.
Damn! Kitty haters in chat.
Like, if the whole point of this hero is about mana boost and mechanism, just pick any other hero that has a stun. And just build the same items.
And also, the stun is not dodgeable on other heroes, hopefully.
Yeah, like,
You like any player over 1.5k dodges every hero, I don't know.
I think the
at
idea
best,
is that you sweeten it with the Centaur Stomp or the Witch Doctor Cask, and so far outside of
Yeah,
their
but they got no blink. No blink on the Centaur.
outside of their brief
So-
run as the 3 and under club early on in the game, they haven't been landing those, and yeah, the Centaur Blink is still not even out. He's going for a Sange first, which I mean,
Trust
I
everyone.
was definitely down with the Vanguard idea. I don't know how down I am with this Sange thing. Feels like there's been a lot of like guys on Radiant right-click Fountain and get away. Like the Blink Dagger feels pretty urgent.
Big
DK,
response to spot lane.
Yeah, they are just gonna run over DK here, I think.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, just hit that ult, buddy. Just get stunned, buddy. Oh my god, the arrow. Somewhat lucky on the cast, but it doesn't really matter. There's too many
That is a
slows.
huge macro player.
It's not saved the hoodwink, but hey. Oh no, Marana. This gets shredded by the juggle. Here is the death ward here. It's kind of
Hey,
getting
guys,
micro
bad.
awkwardly, but
I think that Jakiro played the fight pretty well there.
yeah, the Chihiro did quite well. Giraffe on the back line also secured the only kill his team even got, but okay. Make it two. Yeah, just casually slaps Dragon Knight out of the sky and walks away. So, you know, at least Giraffe's up to something good here, but that fight was very awkward and I think illustrated the big weakness lacking the oh my god, Giraffe! Okay, there we go.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Illustrated the big
Dire's
weakness of
bottom tower
lacking the
is
Blink
under
Dagger on the Centaur at this point in the game. Like, okay, skewing it up now at least. Like, if he has the Blink Dagger, the DK just gets stunned at the first opportunity and they kill him and leave rather than chasing him for a mile and losing 3 to kill him, you know. Sorry, losing 4 to kill him. At least they kill him, but it was super not worth it. Good news is that you know, the Lifestealer is still doing at least comparatively better. It's looking like it's going to be around a 20-minute radiance, which is 5 minutes ahead of schedule compared to the last game, so there's that. He's 5 minutes ahead of schedule, and the team is comparatively doing a hell of a lot better, even though they did just throw their gold lead.
I'll be honest, I still don't really like the Radiance this game.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna get Radiance, at least get it before 25 minutes, you know? Do I like the Radiance this game? I guess, because there's gonna be at least decent chunks of this game where you're gonna be sitting inside somebody else with the Infest and you could just make them a microwave for free. It's gonna be casual passive farming, which, as it always is. So from that perspective, it's... Did he just walk away from a jungle item? Okay, no, it teleported. Never mind. So from that perspective, it's not the worst Radiance game in the world. The big thing is really usually about its timing.
I don't know, surely you just go Desolator, Basher, walk down there's 2 supports on this team.
Deso, yeah, I can see the Basher. I'm not the biggest Deso fan. Okay, Centaur, and oh, DK TP's away. They drop a lot there, and all they get for it is Jakiro, which is a little sad. I mean, you can do the Deso Basher build to try and run over the supports, but I think the problem is that if you're not successfully doing that, like if you're trying to run over the supports and you're just dying in 2 seconds every fight, excuse me, it just means, like, not only are you not getting a return on those items, if you do need to just pack it up and just go back to the old creep mill, you're still pretty crap at right-clicking creeps. Anything that looks like creep quickly. Every camp is still comparatively really long, especially in direct comparison to Jug, who already had spin and also has a Maelstrom. Dark Ace likely to get smoked upon here. Finds the haste rune though, that kind of ruins everything. That's pretty tragic. Giraffe down at bot to relive the glory days of back when he knocked down this T1 tower. Oh yeah, let it really sink in. Has himself a Rod of Atos and a Yasha. Going for the Gleipnir here.
Stupid.
One of the things that I read in chat earlier that I didn't say on air that I should have was, and I quote, Ice Ghost, coast to coast. That's pretty good. They should make that a thing in Dota.
Alright, so
Oh god.
21.5-minute radiance.
Venus posting spoilers in chat. Jesus Christ, clean that up.
What are the spoilers? 2-0 greedy?
True. Juggernaut's got a Manta style. Viper and Jug feel like they're like such a... Even though they're only ahead of the Lifestealer by a very slim margin, it feels like they're just so much of this game. Just because this Lifestealer is just... This Lifestealer makes me go, in chat when I see it. How about you, Randy? How does this Lifestealer make you feel?
Only the wary.
I don't. They picked it into the DK and Jug, I assume.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how much I
Joel.
believe Lifestealer is even good in a Jug.
Joel is getting completely annihilated here, basically just dies solo to the Witch Doctor, more or less. Even though the rest of his team is there, it's pretty much just cast Death Ward. But we're not going to get to know about that. Instead, we're going to get to know about a 1v1 between Viper and Hoodwink. But two successive picks for the Dire here, who have now extended the gold lead back into their favor here. 2k. And there we go. Okay, you can see that there. The Witch Doctor does over half of the DK's HP solo there. Very rough for him. He's going for the Blank Dagger here. It's probably not going to save him particularly much. The person who is at the front of the smoke gank was Lifestealer. I don't know if I like that idea exactly. Kind of two different fights happening, two different places. Tallballz is going to bravely tank the Omni Slash, but sadly Lifestealer gets the other half of it and dies. They knew.
Would be getting better for Raiden if he actually used the healing ward as well.
They knew the Omni Slash was coming. They knew the Omni was coming. They let the Witch Doctor take it, but oh no, it just went right to the Lifestealer. It just chopped him to bits. He can't really take it.
Dire's middle tower is under
Jug into
attack.
Lifestealer as like a 1 versus 1 situation is, you know, Randy, you were talking about that. It's like, it's not unplayable for Lifestealer. It's not, I think it's just, for the most part, one of those matchups which really just comes down to how the rest of your team is doing. You know, can you survive Omni YN kind of situation for him there. Yeah, he had Infest actually, but he didn't even get to use it. The only person who was nearby to him died. I think he was trying to infest the Witch Doctor for the save. That would make sense, but...
Stupid. Brave.
Brave, but stupid. Did not
I'm
work
very
out.
excited to see the impact of the Marana at the end of the game. Currently, all their net worth is in Guardian Greaves.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's it.
What can you do?
Well, hey, there was one situation which got super saved by her hitting Moonlight Shadow and nobody having detection, so there's that. Witch Doctor gets a free shard. Now he has his own little voodoo switcheroo, and he's about 3/4 of the way to Ags at this point.
Dire's top tower is under
DK very near to a Blink Dagger. Jug is at this point now taking the top of the net worth chart because Viper spilled in the last fight. Somebody is microing a Kobold very efficiently. It's Dark Ace. Microing a Kobold very efficiently to keep his friends in the money zone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh my god, it's fake Hoodwink, says somebody. Let's get him, says Lifestealer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire kind of moving to where the Radiant are. I'm not really confident that the Dire actually know this. Seem to have a better idea of it now. The Hoodwink kind of tipped them off. Radiant are straight disengaged, looking to come back in. They see
That's a
Tallballz,
fake
but-
back.
and they're gonna get him too.
Nice little fake back.
Voodoo's switcheroo is gonna buy him a little bit of time, but not much. They're lacking the
Viper
They're-
Strike.
yeah, I don't like that. They're lacking the oh my god, full length jug stun. He's
Finally,
dead.
an arrow.
Ooh.
There you go, Otto.
Huge. We only had to wait 26 minutes.
You should apologize.
Dark Ace slander in chat.
Good timing. You should apologize.
You know he's never gonna talk to you again after this.
I don't think he's spoken to me before, so that's okay.
There goes Shone.
Stupid.
Brave, but stupid. So that looked like that was going to be a terrible, miserable encounter, but they actually still ended up coming out quite handily on top of that fight. 1,483 gold passes in the hands of the Dire. They only dropped 257 from the death of a Witch Doctor. Now they get free shot at Roche. Sadly, my Viper doesn't have a shard, so it's going to take a minute. But at least they've got the Lifestealer, who also doesn't have a shard. Actually, two awesome Roche doing shards. Oh well. What can you do? Lifestealer takes the Aegis, which is good, because he's like armlet toggling to live against that guy. Viper got 3 mangoes. It's not very efficient. Centaur got an Eternal Shroud. Queuing up his Shard, that's something you don't see very often. I guess if you're going to get a very early Sange, you might as well, though. I assume the Sange is for a Halberd later. It would be weird to see the Sange and Yasha on him. Does not seem interested in at the moment. Mirana going for Lotus Orb here. DK just got what I hope was his own T2 item here.
Radiant are scanning.
Or T3 item, and it was, so that's good. I don't think we've seen this season a jungle item get dropped, which is nice. Viper got S and Y, okay. Bit of an interesting one there. Viper S and Y, I don't think I like that very much, but here it is. Just get the damn shard, it's so good. Even now, it's so good. It used to be like a 3,000 value item for 1,400 gold. Now it's still like 2,500 for 1,400. Don't you want your Lifestealer to do actual damage? He's got an SMY of his own. They got matching SMYs, even in the same slot.
Wow.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Both teams going for each other's T2s here.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ironically, DK's gonna lose.
Is under attack.
They're likely both going to get it though. Yep,
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
just T2 trades here in each other's safe lanes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This gold advantage just refuses to move very much.
We slip into shadow.
Dire's
It looks like it's super, like, Like, if you look at the game graph, it looks like teams are trading like 10k leads. It's actually just like 1k going back and forth. No, Viper, don't do it
Big
again.
goater.
No!
Oh,
Once
nice,
again, the
man.
Viper strike comes out. Oh my god, Jug's just dead. Okay.
That,
Does not matter if the Viper strike comes out on a not so worthwhile target. The Jug just dies in a half second anyway. That guy just got eliminated from reality.
fortunate.
I mean, what can you do against a team with a Mirana that did 182 damage? It's uncounterable.
True.
It really is.
Otto, I'm getting this funny feeling that you don't like this Mirana pick very much.
Yeah, I don't.
Be honest. Did she shoot you? Did she shoot you down when you asked her out?
I've had just too many solo games where someone picks Mirana on your team and then spectates the game.
Dire are scared.
Nope, that guy's gone, fellas. Sorry. Well-timed TP there on the part of the White Joel Birch. Viper wishing he had the Hurricane Pike at that particular moment, I believe. Lincoln's Aghanim's Scepter is the queue of items on this lifesteal, which is a little interesting. You'll be slightly disappointed to learn what happens when you infest Jug during Omni Slash. At the very least, the combination of the Radiance and the Ags is pretty rough. They have Dire pincered off because they're still pushing without the Lifestealer, and the Radiant knows that. Joel got a little close for comfort there, but they're going to need to disengage quick. They see this coming at all. They saw Tallballz, and they're just going to shred the Viper here.
Oof.
I do have to question.
So pressured, but like it's like 2v5. What's going on?
I do have to question a little bit why the Dire kept pushing when the Lifestealer TP'd out. I mean, I know most of the fight is about Viper and Centaur right now, and all that. That's great and everything, but like, you do kind of need the threat of the Lifestealer being there, or else you're just gonna kind of lose all your guys in a row, you know?
I think it was a bit over the top Omni slashing the guy that got doomed though.
Maybe, but it got him killed. 1,890 gold.
Him.
Passes the hands. They had Aegis on the Juggernaut, not the Juggernaut. They had Aegis on the Lifestealer too. Where's my items? There we go. Was so dedicated to her team that she didn't actually use the Greaves to get rid of the. That still purges, right? Yeah.
It still purges.
Let's see, what's a purge requirement on Glebe? Who has that Glebe? Oh, Hoodwink, obviously. Yeah, did not even want to use the Guardian Greaves to purge the Leapnir there. Was just willing to accept it. So just a few minutes of unfortunate misplay there causes a lot of trouble for the Dire. And really teaches them, once again, the most valuable lesson of them all. You cannot avoid being 5. Like, the second they see you split up, they're just gonna eat you, and, Otto. Randy.
What's up?
Did you guys see that?
I didn't see anything. What are you talking?
I thought I saw something there, but...
It was denying vision.
Yeah.
The illusion was providing vision for the Radiant, and Giraffe didn't think that was acceptable. That's understandable.
At least he has a
20-second cooldown. What's gonna happen?
Had the Viper Strike DPS trait rather than the Poison Attack trait. I guess because he hates his Q. There's that. 4-man smoke on both teams. 2 sets of 4-man smokes. And the Dire actually know where they're going, too. This Radiant 4-man smoke is just waiting for him, though. This is an insane read. Gonna pop it on the Centaur. 2 mutual Gleipnirs. Viper Strike hits the support once again. You're just gonna try and get rid of the Hoodwink right at the start of this fight. Going to succeed at the cost of Witch Doctor's life. Not exactly the first trade.
This Witch Doctor is not allowed to exist, it feels like. He just gets gone on first.
Okay, bye-bye, Coffee Cat.
Arch, he's not dying?
Yeah, I mean, it's Lifestealer and the DK, what did you expect?
He was doomed, though. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Ultra kill for the
Looking
Giraffe.
looking like a game 3 today?
Yeah, looks like it.
It's an interesting way to take the fight
Stupid.
for Radiant. They
Yeah,
like, all went on the Witch Doctor and then all walked around aimlessly.
yeah.
No, it's so, like all these spells being used on poor Tallballz, and everyone else just
It's-
gets chill.
It's more like spells not being used, like no healing ward, no Omni Slash, no spin.
Oh, Coffee Cat slander. Yeah, the Doom came out relatively late as well. Came out after things felt like they just got decided.
Yeah, and he's basically 1v1ing a doomed Lifestealer, and it didn't work out.
Yeah,
Apparently.
last game we were looking at the Doomed Lifestealers losing a 1v1 to the Spirit Breaker, but it looks a little different when you're, oh. Centaur getting hit here. When you're the DK and you're still taking that big percentile for now. I mean, yeah, he's not healing, but until the Doom gets the break, he's still taking the percentile damage, and that's like gigantic for the DK. It's like every hit is like 200 damage minimum before the actual damage Lifestealer is doing. It's pretty bad. And you also have mischance as well, wasn't helping. This is a weird little matchup here. Centaur versus Dragon Knight in a battle to do the least amount of damage. Dragon Knight wins. See what chat is saying. Hopefully no more spoilers for the Reedy versus Space Cowboy game.
Needed that coin.
There was a pause. I got spoiled about that. Another tantrum.
Very sad.
Radiant scanning.
Hopefully the last one of the season, if God is gracious.
You know, I hired a stream mod specifically to get rid of spoilers in chat. I hope that mod is still here. Dire take the Tormentor here. Arca 2 this gets a free shard, which is like a super underrated skill, honestly. This open wounds causes so much grief and chaos, and it's especially bad for Mr. DK, who is going for Ags and not BKB, and therefore will be spending an even longer amount of time not being able to do anything about it.
Dire's middle tower is
I'm
under
not
attack.
even 100% sure how the interaction is with BKB. It's like, I think it
Rosh.
doesn't work for the BKB target, but it still spreads around and keeps the debuff going. And yep, gonna be doing Rosh this time. And with these two shards, this Rosh guy is dying very quickly and painfully. Giraffe is getting spooked by his own shadow here. Goes outside and finds absolutely nothing. Scans out and finds absolutely nothing. Rosh is roaring, nobody cares.
It's just good practice to have one core outside the pit.
To the dire.
Yeah, it should probably be the guy who doesn't do any damage to Rosh, though. Lifestealer takes the Aegis,
Oh.
somebody else takes the Cheese. It's a Centaur who also has a Crimson Guard here, which is a pretty good pickup in this game. Joel
Radiant
is
are
feeling it.
scanning.
Feeling it coming. Radiant looking at the Twin Gate, not finding anything. Dragon Knight starts running to bot as fast as possible. Dire splits up, trying to find anybody on the Radiant, but finds nobody, as everybody on the Radiant right now is positioned super defensively. They're thinking they're winning the long game. DK Scepter does come out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Viper gets a Hex. That's a pretty big pickup. I mean, we've been in this situation before where Giraffe gets a Hex and then never actually uses it, so hopefully we're seeing a bit of an exception for it this time. Lifestealer Ags is in, so he's going to have a lot more infest. He's going to have the ability to jump in somebody, which is a little tough to stomach as a pause 1 Lifestealer, but there's something you can do if the situation calls for it. Kuro is going to get jacked. I don't know if that the Viper Strike was necessary, but they're going to get the job done. Take out the top T2. The Hoodwink is cutting this wave, but unfortunately this is like an insane push team, so it's going to be a little rough. Better not let these creeps die to this glyph, though. Counterattack is coming in. Joel is going to present first, but doesn't actually get much of anything done. Halberd out on the Lifestealer. Sadly isn't doing anything to him anymore. Full Omni Slash comes out on the Viper, and then he dies. Well, Otto, there you go. You wanted an Omni Slash, you got an Omni Slash. I don't know what to tell you. Joel just gets feasted on by the Death Ward. So can these guys just can these teams just mutually agree to just ban the Witch Doctor next time, first round? Like this is clearly a problem.
in this version of the world.
Yeah, I don't think just taking the True Strike off of his Ags is actually that big of a nerf to his skill. Dusty going in deep.
That nobody cares about.
Yep. Swift Slash coming out is going to get rid of the Witch Doctor. Doom also falling down here.
Oh man, that's so sad. Such a sick macro fire does nothing because there's such a hole.
Sadly for the Dire, all their lanes are absolutely terrible, and Giraffe, who's the only person who's able to do something about backdoor, is alone and dead. So,
Still lifeline for the Radiant.
1,613 gold passes into the Dire's ward chest. They also take out the set of racks. I believe they also got Jug's buyback. Yep, they got buyback off a Jug for it. Even if Giraffe should not have just wandered off there trying to fix the other wave, it was still at least a pretty decent summary of events for them. They likely just win on the next stages.
I mean, if you look at the fight recap, that Chikiro was pumping damage.
Yeah, nobody cared about
9.3K.
it, but apparently people should have. I guess people just don't care about that allotment of damage at this point. Okay, Juggernaut is being infested. Oh my god, that was such a big brain play from Shone. It's like he knew the arrow was coming. Having a hard time actually getting anyone on the Dire at this point. They're too lacking in stuns at this juncture. The Aegis is actually still there on the Lifestealer, but at this point it's pretty late to do anything with it. Just 30 seconds. He has a full Basher coming in. God knows what he's going to put up for it. I guess Armlet, but that's kind of sad to lose. They are dropping everything in the world on this. Juggernaut uses the, I believe that was a Swift Slash. Yeah, still has full Omni. Uses a Swift Slash on the, on these guys. Oh my god, that was so sad! The Aegis popped right before he died! Oh no, bro, that was like... Oh. That was so sad. Literally the moment it popped, he died. I guess unfortunate desperation there on the Tallballz team, trying to avoid yet another one of these 60-minute classics, but no such luck there. Their impatience costed them once again.
If the Radiant spot out this double damage as well, that would be pretty huge for them.
And there goes the Centaur Warrunner. The last man to fall. They do have 2 buybacks. They can deny them pushing up this mid if they want to.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You're lacking buyback on the Lifestealer. The tower is so crappy when it's got the liquid fire on it. Witch Doctor thinks about going out there and doing something funny, but he really shouldn't.
Under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
Are they just gonna give up 2 lanes here?
It might.
Are they going for the win?
DK's
I don't
going
think they go
for
that.
T4, which is
Surely they
pretty.
buy back
Oh
now.
no! Oh gee, Raph, you fell for the bait. He was never getting that before Lifestealer came back up. Should not buy back for T4s unless they're actually going to die. They're a very like unless you're about to win the game, they're a pretty low value objective. Doesn't really help you with the equilibrium or anything.
That was a massive goal swing as well. That's a huge goal swing. 'Cause they had like an 8k advantage. 15k advantage, sorry. They had a 15k advantage.
And now they have a less than 1k advantage. All because that Aegis expired at that awkward time. In fairness, like I said, it was a mistake born from impatience. Like, they were like, we just gotta use this Aegis. We just can't let it not happen. He's actually put away his phase boots.
Lifestealer has a rapier queued up.
Nice.
No boots though, no boots. Sold the
They
boots.
actually sold them, yeah.
He's got the feather, which gives some move speed, so...
There you go. Jelly doesn't have the trait that makes whoever you infest really fast. Wonder if that works on enemies you
The
infest.
whole
I'm gonna guess
fire
no.
was
But...
bought by the jug too. Since that previous fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Juggernaut used to mean literally nothing, but now he's pretty big. Roche can spawn. See if he wants to come
The
play.
Hoodwink's
Oh,
actually
only 30
super
seconds.
fat as well. Almost the same net worth as Joel. The Hoodwink.
Radiant
Yeah.
are scanning.
Radiant do correctly scan out the Roche here. Though Roche is not going to be in for another 15, which I don't think they actually are going to even try for. G-Raf TP'd away there, and that could be pretty big. Yeah, they're just immediately, everybody is running at where they just saw G-Raf TP from. Got Hurricane Pike. Does not have travels. Oh no, buddy. Oh, this is not how it's ending. Arrow comes out here. Dark Ace friendly fire arrows. Sees Joel. Gets killed. Jug comes out. Gets Omni'd. And then Lifestealer gets doomed and he's dead. He has buyback, but
Not like this.
man,
The dreams of game 3.
talk about
So
the
fleeting.
bookends of a season for a team. If this season ends for this Tallballz team because they were so tired of these 90-minute long classics that they just
There's
like
an axe
killed
on the
themselves trying to
floor?
go uphill. Yep.
Can Dusty see it? He can't see the eggs. He can't see the eggs. Oh, that's sad.
Everyone walked away from it. Okay.
I think it's like just in that one spot where you can't actually see it
Yeah.
unless you're like right on top of it.
A
Oh,
little
go back for
unfortunate.
it. Go back for it, Dusty. Go back for it.
He's
Go on,
thinking about
Dusty.
it. He is
They
very
found it.
convinced. He found it. No, he
There
walked
is.
away
Go
from
on,
it.
Go on, go on.
Oh, he found
There
it.
we go. Alright, now that links for means nothing.
So you have Aegis and Cheese. Doom now has the top net worth because he ate that eggs. That
I
one
think it gives you
spill.
5.6k rather than 4.2.
That one spill on the Lifestealer, man, that was like that was a spill that had such huge waves. I mean, the immediate route to follow, the immediate gold swing, and now it feels like they're hopeless. Just because he died once. It's such a bad time. At least he's happy about it, though. They're waiting to defend uphill. Dusty's team is literally not even on this side of the map. They're all on their own. Not Dusty's team. Joel's team. Sorry, Dusty. All on their own side of the map. These guys are just waiting for the uphill that's never coming.
It's pretty hard to siege this patch. Like, going high ground's pretty hard.
Yeah,
So I
you could say
imagine
that.
Joel's just waiting for them to come out. Pick one of them off and then go for a fight. And you got 3 minutes on the Aegis. You're in no rush.
That's true, no rush unless you're Life Stealer. Mirana gets the shard. You know, just because she turned you down that one time doesn't mean you have to always be like this about her. I mean, you know, prom night was a long time ago, you know? Has a shard now, has the funny leap. Not exactly the highest impact shard in the game, but it is something. Heller says he'll mod for free. I don't think so. Pace of the game has crawled to a halt. Joel's team is waiting for the other side to come off of uphill, and the other side is defying every request to do so. They are more than happy to just stay parked up there. And Steeler's got the rest of his game queued up. Abyssal Axe Blessing MKB. Doom's pretty close to 25.
He's clearly decided the rapier is no longer on the books.
Yep. It's ironic because he kind of didn't need it. He didn't need it when he queued it up. Now he kind of does. I feel like.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant desperately looking for somebody. Mutual smokes into each other's jungles.
We rely not upon
This is such an LD2L game.
gold for my master.
Gold is for my master. Architeuthis' bounty rune was worth 1 gold more than Coffee Cat's, showing an unfair assessment of Coffee Cat's worth as the Dota player.
Dire are scanning.
Tyre trying to figure out what the hell's going on. This is a Tom and Jerry short. Look at what's going on here. Two teams just smoke trying to chase each other around, finding nothing and nobody.
They might go for Joe now. He's TP'd back there.
Yeah, they got another smoke for him too. Centaur jumps in on him with a Lysealar Infest. And yeah, he's like super dead, super quick. He has buy, so it's not that big of a deal, but we're going to immediately call for a retreat, just go right back home on the Tallballz team. Yeah, this is as retreat as it gets, literally just 5 TPs back to base. Well, 4 TPs back to base, Mirana's going the long way. Apparently getting picked is just what Joel was waiting for.
I don't think the Joel team knows they're so far ahead. They're playing like they're still behind, even though they have a 20k net gold. Yeah, 20k gold lead. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, this is one of those farming Aegises, what can I tell you? Literally everybody on Dire spent the time since that Aegis was caught, like, sitting in base not doing anything, so Gold Swing moved pretty considerably as a result. Vanguard now complete for the Abyssal Blade. And uses the recipe, which he's got. Presumably holding on to surplus here. Wants to keep his buyback up.
So the level 25 coming up on Doom, do you prefer the mute or the break?
You're against the Life Stealer, so get the hell out of the break. Makes him absolutely useless. It's like super big break game. It's like awesome against all 3 of their cores, and you've got the Ags, so like you can make that actually happen. Losing out on the items for another 5 levels, that's a real shame and everything, but like, holy crap, Lifesteal is useless with no passives. Aegis has expired, so it's gone. Joel is back. They're looking for him here, but they're not going to find him. Once again, the Radiant is secretly actually as far away from this whole nonsense as they could possibly be. And time for everybody to TP home again. Oh, this time it's just going to be the Witch Doctor. don't really see. The Dire keeps working on their side lanes, which is kind of questionable when they already have those racks, you know? They just keep leaving this mid wave totally open, not cutting it, not maintaining it in any way. And then it gets to base and everybody TP's home. The Dire have waited, both teams really, have waited out this Roche so hard that not only has Aegis expired before anything really happened, Roche is almost back up.
Alright, we're gonna get tier 5 items, boys. Let's go.
Here they come.
Radiant
Bissellblade is out on the Lifestealer.
This doesn't even feel like a 55-minute game. I feel like feels like a 30-minute game. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you have...
No one is like super farmed. Everyone's sort of like just farmed.
Yeah,
The only
everyone's...
difference is this hoodwink.
Yeah.
He's the ally of like normality.
They have annihilated this scouting set of illusions. Joel's team is securing the Roche pit again. Roche is
They're
up
gonna
in
have to
8.
defend the base
It
though.
responds in
Yeah.
10 seconds, yeah.
They're gonna have to defend the base. They can't not defend the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not worth
is under attack.
avoiding megas. Like, especially when Elder Dragon form just popped off.
Guys, question mark?
Radiant's middle tower.
Okay,
Alright, here we
they're
go.
deeping everyone to this.
I don't know if they did that intentionally, but it's actually a sick time to push. They just completely disrupted what Radiant wanted to do.
I feel like it might be more deliberate than you thought, considering the first thing they did when they did that is immediately just smoke and go to Roche.
Run right up to Roche. That's so sick. I love
Chat
that.
play.
It's like some IQ like chess match on the map.
Radiant do scan it out.
Oh, what a play that was!
They're doing the exact same
Holy
play.
moly. Yeah, they're getting it right back to them.
They have whiff on the
alright.
Dire. I don't know if they care.
Do they have a fortify?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Has fallen.
Are they gonna?
Oh my
That's kinda
god,
weird.
Centaur.
Okay,
Fight them. Just fight them.
Centaur
Just keep it back
TP'd,
in-
and it's
Go
it
for
was
land.
it was a super bluff. They thought everyone was here, but it was just Centaur.
Now you need to
And
get
Centaur
out.
didn't even die. Oh my
This game is so
god.
wild. This game is so wild.
Joel's dead again. So is the Witch Doctor. The mutual leap nears that just get ignored.
Bash.
She tries to go home,
Sled.
she doesn't make it.
They have buyback.
Yep,
They
they do
fails.
both have buyback. Witch Doctor also bought as well. Want to take it home. Can't really blame him.
They got Omni Slash and Doom still.
Yep.
Macropyre up in 15.
He had Omni Slash and Doom, but Dire kind of doesn't have their ults.
Yeah, no Moonlight Shadow, unfortunately. Not sure they can take a fight without that.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
DK is back.
Radiant structures.
Hoodwink is back. Liv is out. Swift Slash comes out. Mostly annihilates the Lifestealer, but he actually does get out of it in time. Here comes the Death Ward comes out.
Did he
Gets
just
rid of the
cast the Doom on a Lincoln's? Instead of
Oh.
self-casting?
Okay, this is kind of unfortunate.
he stunned himself. Aegis gets
Oh,
popped, but Lifestealer's still in a
twists.
horrible place. Centaur's here for him.
He's okay. Thank you, Centaur. Get down, Mr. President.
Well, if there's ever a situation that's gotta demoralize you, it's definitely this, even if it did require 3 buybacks. You went in with everything you got,
If they don't,
and you got
if they
nothing.
don't lose immediately, it should be okay. But that's a big if,
They've
I
got
guess.
no Witch Doctor or Centaur buyback. This is a 3v5 no matter what.
They might just win now.
They do lack
Just
the
need
Elder
to-
Dragon
just need to
form for
go.
at least 6. Trying to scare the hell out of the Jug.
Okay.
Viper? Viper?
Oh,
What up?
Oh no, Viper.
he's okay.
Okay, he's
alive.
gonna live. He's got attack slow down juice. Arca2 this running around with his magic immunity. Still very
Okay.
slow. Dark Ace going down. He's gonna buy back. Rax has
Oh,
fallen, or
Ancient.
final T4 has fallen. Ancient under attack.
That's
But
it.
the Lifestealer eats the cheese.
Like,
That's-
Jug is dead.
What?
Doom
It's
on the
backdoored, it's
Doom on the
backdoored.
Lincoln
Oh,
target.
oh, it's backdoored.
Lifestealer
like
gets
this.
inside the Dragon Knight there to wait out the break. Dragon Knight dieback.
So the backdoor protection.
Doom is pretty doomed.
I don't know who on the Radiant decided to call to just end the game instead of killing the free heroes, but paying the price for it.
Not like this.
That's just dieback on 3 there. Only Jakiro survives, only Doom can even come back.
Oh, despair.
And he's not even gonna have
Despair.
Doom for another minute. Viper's like, fuck going the long way, I'm just gonna break the backdoor protection, see what I get.
Yeah, I guess the jug just spinning and hitting Ancient there was probably a little short-sighted.
It's the opposite of what happened to Blue Jay.
Radiant's middle tower
That's-
is under attack.
Viper gets the Doom to buy back just by yelling at
Correct.
the T4s there for a second.
Correct,
Lifestealer
good.
bought Radiance? Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is
Okay.
The Jakiro is as dead as a man is legally allowed to be.
Boy. Don't
Doom
get
walks out.
distracted. Don't get distracted. Hit towers. Hit towers. Don't get distracted. No!
Doom immediately ends.
Don't leave! They're all dead. Please!
Yeah,
Win.
they're leaving. At least okay,
They're
there it
not
was a
leaving.
fake
Kick
back.
back. Kick back. Good job, Team Liquid.
Trying to get the
Alright.
final back-breaking kill here, but
Game 3, boys.
what a
Maybe.
Doom walks into the middle of
That's
absolutely
the biggest
everybody.
army slash ever.
It's game
2
3.
seconds.
No, we're not. He's not even gonna get there. We're gonna see the biggest
Huge.
post-game Omni slash ever.
Wow.
GL next
What a
arc.
game.
This is game 2 of 3. Oh man,
Good luck in game 3, I guess.
some scary moments from the Tallballz team. They really tipped their hand way too often in this game. They really stuck their neck out. At times, they had no business doing so, and it got super scary at certain points. But you know, I guess it's only fair that the team that almost like threw because the Lifestealer died one time got the win because the Dragon Knight and the Jug like died one time. You know, I guess died too, but still. You know, some very, very terrifying moments for the Beefs. It was a very secure lead until they almost threw it back away. And they do get to go to Game 3. They're not dead yet. I don't know how good they're feeling when they got stomped in Game 1 and just barely won Game 2 after a 60-minute classic. We'll see what happens next time. For those of you on YouTube, anyway.